Hello, my name is Dominus Rael, and I'm going to do a review of The Boys, Season 5, Episode 5. This one might be a short one, we'll see. I'm going to be quick on the details on the episode and then give my thoughts for what I think could have been done differently and kind of just spitball. This is all unscripted as usual. Gremlin doesn't need a script. um, so for me, this was yet another filler episode. I feel like this season has been an incredible amount of filler, which I don't get. I did not care about the terror storyline. To me that set up an interesting thing that I don't think they'll do, which is like, what if Butcher um what if I feel like I have to say like a spoiler for the comics. So I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What if Butcher takes the V1 and becomes like an immortal villain, and then they have to find a way after all the superheroes are killed by the virus, and then it's like they have to find a way to kill him even though he took the V1. That could be an interesting end game. Which really, it's like 3 episodes left. Butcher's the main villain in the comics. How how are we going to kill Homelander and kill Butcher this season? I have no idea about that. But anywho, I'm not going to signal it anywhere in the video. Sorry, but the end of the spoilers. Um, so Firecracker. Now I just want to go through. I'm not even really going to talk about the episode. So I love Supernatural, but seeing the Supernatural cast was all just like fan service that I just like. It was all wasted. Wasted time. The play story went nowhere. I really wanted the Deep to finally die. I was hoping the Deep was going to be killed this episode. Nope, didn't happen. Ashley and Sage, that was all seemingly also set up for maybe a betrayal inside the Seven and like the finale. But for now, it just wasn't very satisfying or giving any conclusions. And I didn't really care about Sage's plan, to be honest. It's like, oh, I just want peace and quiet, so let's just kill everyone. To me, that's just so boring. That's like, I mean, it makes sense, but it's such a boring. It's like the librarian episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender, where uh, the the researcher just like stays in the library, and that show is cool. But in this, it's like, it just sounds crazy. I'm just like, really? Kill everyone so you can read books? It just sounds dumb, not smart. I'm like, Sage is supposed to be smart, but that's like the stupidest goal. Um, so then now I want to talk about Firecracker. Firecracker being killed by Homelander for her heart not being completely committed to him in her heart of hearts was like the worst route this show could have done. So just like off the top of my head, Firecracker, I think being this truly seeking after Homelander as God Christian, whose heart is, you could have really gone like in a Christian way with this, where it's like her heart is divided. It's like in a Christianity, it's like your heart is divided between like what your flesh wants and what your spirit wants. They could have gone all in if they had Christian writers. They could have gone all in, and it had been like, Homelander, please lift this burden from me. My heart wants Christ, but my body wants you. And she's like praying, and she's like, Homelander, why won't your majesty take away this burden of Christ that rests on my heart? Like, I think it could have gone like crazy. Like, you'd have to understand religion to be able to do it, though, and this is Hollywood, so they can't do it. But I think it would have just been so interesting if like the whole time Homelander is like actually humanized for once. He's not just pure evil murdering everyone. And he's even kind of conflicted because he likes her, but she won't serve him in the way that he wants. But she truly wants to. She's innocent in his, I mean, it's not like she's like maliciously rejecting him. It's like in her spirit she's conflicted. So I think it would have been interesting. I think her inevitable downfall would have been dying for Homelander against the boys. Like, that's kind of like her final chance. Like, she's given a chance at redemption, and then she's like, no, I'm gonna die for Homelander. And even then, like, maybe she says in her death, like, even now, or even if she, so maybe she says before she does it, like, even now, my heart isn't fully committed to Homelander. May this last act finally commit my soul to him over God or something. Like, to me, she's like this ultimate she has the potential to be this like ultimate parable downfall of like rejecting God and pursuing like what her own heart and flesh desires. And I just think that would have been way more interesting than just killing her just willy-nilly because we got to start killing off the seven. It was just so boring. And like, I'm like, man, can Homelander ever, I'm sorry, but can Homelander ever act like a human being? Like, at some point, it just, when there's no chill to him, it stops being interesting. When he's just so predictably like, oh yeah, I'm just always going to kill, never going to feel anything. I don't know. I really wanted it to be this like religious, I wanted like the weight. The show has no weight. I wanted this like religious struggle for Firecracker where she's like literally torn up inside because she so badly wants to see Homelander as God, but her religious upbringing is like holding her back. Like it's like her own, like I said, her own spirit is preventing her from what she truly wants, which is like to commit herself to Homelander as God. So then she's given like a chance at redemption, and then she chooses Homelander and like pretty much like casts herself into hell. Like she's like, I don't care what I feel in my heart. I'm going to go, or in my mind, I'm going to go with what my heart feels, and like jumps in front of like Butcher's kill attack or something. That's what I would have done differently with Firecracker. I think there was so much potential for her character and it was wasted. But that's like what The Boys does. The Boys can't have any gravity to it. I just think that would have been such an amazing character. And actually given Firecracker something to do, because I don't feel like she's done a lot. She's just kind of a joke character, and now she's a dead character. I haven't enjoyed The Boys in years anyway, but yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, let me know your thoughts, but to me that would have been this biblical struggle. I just find so much interest in this concept. It's like Christians struggle with that. It's like where they're like, forgive me, Lord, like I want to serve you, but I'm still tempted to sin. So that's like what I think they should have done with Firecracker. It's like, forgive me, Homelander, I want to serve you, but some part of my weak body, just my soul just can't. I just can't like she's trying to. It's kind of like Homelander trying to kill his weakness, but have that with like Firecracker be like his little, like she said, like your Mother Mary. Like it's so twisted, but it would have been interesting to see her like actively trying to destroy the parts of herself that were still faithful to God, so that she could be faithful to Homelander. I just think there's so much potential with that. But anyway, maybe someday something will do something interesting like that. And it could have been like an allegory on like battered wives, and like he treats her like crap, but she like thinks that that's all she deserves. And it could have been so dark. It could have been so good, but no, we got to have the ha. There's Jared Padalecki. We got Castiel from Supernatural. We got Seth Rogen, and he survived being cut in half. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, I didn't. I mean, I did. I did laugh a few times. I can't even remember where, but it didn't make it a good episode. This was probably worse than episode 1. I think I still like enjoyed it more than episode 1, but I think like objectively it was worse than episode 1. But yeah, that's really my thoughts now. Let me know what you think of that. Let me know what you think of my idea, and I will catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.